YouTube, what it do? It's your boy K Been Away, and I'm back with another video. And before I say this topic, this is not a how to get women channel. This is not that. But I do deal with women. I have a little bit of experience, and I like to give game where I feel like my expertise shows. So, um, this topic is simple. Once you get the girl, go harder. Most men think once she is bagged or yours, whatever, you can ease off the gas. If anything, you should do the opposite. Your routine, your disciplines, your habits, who you are, shows when you have somebody else. Let me tell you why. When you, first off, it's just flat out wrong. If you think you get a girl and it's all good, I can get fat and be lazy, haha, you're a fucking idiot. What the fuck are you doing? There is nothing that is worse than getting with somebody and they fall off the fucking cliff. What the fuck are you doing? How can she show you any respect? How can you lead her if you can't lead your fucking self? Don't stop being who she was attracted to. Remember what got you in the door and never fucking forget it. Respectfully, right? When I was super big, 350, 360, 370. At the time I had a girlfriend, yes, whatever. But I wasn't happy with who I was. I wasn't happy with what I looked like. I wasn't happy with what I was seeing in the mirror. I wasn't happy, period. I was insecure. I was unmotivated. I was having problems in the bedroom. With all this different shit I was having issues with, right? Because I just wouldn't take my fucking self serious. And then I realized that I needed to be alone and that that person at the time wasn't the one that wanted to see the best version of me. So I let her go. And for me, right, that was big because I understood that I needed to be alone. I needed to go through that storm of being alone and understanding who Kenndel Riley wanted to be. And the only way to actually figure that out was to be alone. So don't be afraid of once you get the girl to be everything that she thought you were, be it. Don't fucking hide yourself. Don't be a shadow of yourself. Don't be a shell of yourself because that's just what pussies do. I was having a conversation the other day. A good friend that I met for the first time, and we're family friends, like friends of family. I knew of him. He kind of knew of me, and we were talking. And he like, I was in the room with my lady friend, whatever, and he like was holding his tongue because she was in the room. But I told him, I was like, dude, like everything I say in front of you is what I would be comfortable to say in front of her because I'm the exact same person if she's standing right there or not. There's no need for me to hide. There's no need for me to lie because I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna run and hide from my girl for what? What are we doing? There's no need because I'm very honest. I'm very open with who I am. I have no need to run and hide. You get what I'm saying? But just to keep the video on where I needed to go. This is one of the big things that in my last relationship I did. I got super comfortable in the beginning. And comfort can quickly become complacency. It showed. A relationship should be peace, not make you soft and weak. Hold your frame and your standards. And the only way to have frame and have standards is you have to have systems. You have to have routines set in place beforehand. For me, right, when I go to bed, when I wake up, what I'm eating, when I'm cooking it, when I'm going to the store. I do the same shit week in and week out. I do the same meals week in and week out. Because I understand my systems, I understand my routine, I understand my where I'm going, my direction, my trajectory of my life. But you should never lose frame in your standard. Keep training, keep getting up early, keep handling business, keep doing the things that attracted her in the first place, or you'll never fucking keep her. If you're always worried about, oh, My girl is mad at me. It happens. Women are emotional creatures. That's part of it. That's part of it. We're different in that way. We're logical. They're ethos. They're emotional. That's femininity. That's what it is. So don't be mad. Don't be trying to stop something that's just, women are fluid. That's what it is. I love this example. I always bring this up. I suggest every man read The Way of Superior Man. And he described it so well in that book. Femininity is like the ocean. It's uncontrollable. It's like waves. Sometimes it's calm. Sometimes it's stormy. It can be a mixture of both. But masculinity is the ship. It always has direction. Sometimes the storm throws it off, but you always have a direction. But you have to understand, one without the other is non-existent. It's like yin and yang. They need each other to be something. So don't discredit what I'm saying. I'm not saying you need to be an asshole or any of that. Be who you are. Me, I'm naturally an asshole. I'm not going to fake. I am. But I know that about myself. And I'm very honest with that. I'm the type of person, you either like me or you don't. There is no in between. So for me, that is who I am. I know that. I'm very upfront. And that's why only a certain type of woman likes me. And that's okay. And to be honest with you, the women that like me are super feminine. They're really girly. And that's what I like. I can't get along with a masculine woman. I can't get along with a woman who's always got something to say, got to argue with me. Because, bitch, get out my face. Go on here somewhere with that shit. I don't want to hear it. That's who I am. That's what it is for me. And I say all this to say, to point number 3, but don't neglect her. Don't neglect your woman. Give her compliments. Tell her she's pretty. Date her. Keep flirting with her. And last but not least, don't stop being that Tasmanian devil in the bedroom. Don't stop being what brought her to the dance. Don't forget what got you in the game. Don't get her and get lazy. Think you don't have to date her. Think you call her sexy. Whisper dirty things to her in public. Like, tell her what you gonna do to her before you get home. As much as niggas be like, oh, that's corny, you ain't gotta do all that. My woman knows what I do, how I lay it down. Bullshit. That's why she looking at the mailman. If you are not okay with being a man, if you're not ready to be all these things that I'm saying, if you're not ready to lead yourself, while also understanding that women, like I just said, are feminine, you need to flirt with them. That takes energy, it takes time, it takes effort. That's why you need to know who you are and be working on yourself. Because then it's just natural. It's natural for me to flirt with my woman. It's natural for me to whisper dirty things in her ear while we're out in public. It's natural for me to be flirtatious because I'm very confident, I'm very happy, and I'm very confident and comfortable with who I am. I'm confident in my masculinity. I'm confident in what I bring to the table. Because at the end of the day, there is no there is no us without them. They came from our rib. So understand that you have to lead, you have to be the man. It's a bunch of men out here pussyfooting. Oh, well, babe, what do you think? Motherfucker, reach down there and see if you still got some nuts. And if you do, then fucking make the damn decision. Hey, when I ask a nigga, hey, let's hit the gym. Oh, shit, well, I got to check in with my girl first. You fucking pussy. The fuck are you talking about? We're going to the gym. You act like I'm asking you to go out to drink. Or ask you to go out to the club at fucking 1 a.m. What are we talking about? We're talking about the gym. Oh, bro, let's go hit the gym. And I'm finna hit this little walk, get these steps in. Oh, fool, let me ask my girl. Let me see if my girl cool with that. You fucking bitch. Anybody got time for that shit? And it leads me right into my next point. To lead someone, you still have to be able to lead yourself first. Routines shouldn't change because you start getting some ass. Because you got a girl. They shouldn't. Your systems should already be in place. Your life should be unfazed. When I started dealing with a woman, she had to come in cooperation with my operation. She had to come into my fourfold of what I had going on. What I do things a certain type of way. I'm a certain type of person. I'm a dot my I's and cross my T's type of person. That's who I am. That's what I am. If you like it, if you want to stay, and I like you and we can make it work, then I'm going to do that. If not, no hard feelings. You can go. It's very simple. She has to be in cooperation with your operation. And I feel like I've been yapping a lot, but once you get the girl, go harder. Once you get the girl, your routines should become that much more strict. She should come in and understand who you are and what you are and what type of man she's dealing with. You shouldn't just be telling her, oh, I'm this type of man, I'm disciplined. She should fucking see it in your physique, in how you carry yourself, in the way you talk, in the way you deal with others, in the way you deal with problems. The only way you can lead, the only way you can be who you say you are is by showing. It's not by telling. Show us. Don't tell us. Leaders lead with fucking action, not words. They lead with action and then tell. You see I did that? Okay, now do it. Oh, you need some pointers where you do this and that and this and that. If you need help with shifting your mindset, with becoming the best version of yourself, I lost 145 pounds now naturally. Went from 375 to 230. So, link in the top of the description for one-on-one coaching. With that being said, K been a way out. See you next time. Peace.